You're watching Boone TV News, Iowa's #1 high school news show.
Hello Boone High, I'm Tanner Frost.
And I'm Maddie Desher.
And welcome to the weekly news show.
The 2016-17 school year is well underway, and we are here to cover you on everything that's happening at Boone High.
This past Friday, the Boone football team hosted their first home game of the season. Continuing last year's tradition, the school held a post-game party in the Commons for all students.
Here's BTV member Anna Olson with how it went down.
Last Friday night, Boone High students got treated to a Torter post-game party.
Oh man, it's such a blast.
With ping pong tournaments, basketball games, and karaoke, students got the chance to showcase their skills.
It's a really fun experience, and it has, like, you can do stuff after the game.
Thought it was a good way to keep everyone out of trouble and have a little fun with the school.
After the game, students flocked into the high school commons. Boone High students and teachers enjoyed the post-game.
We try to do it as much as we can and support the kids and have a good time with the students.
This has been Anna Olson from Boone TV.
Thanks, Anna. Boone High lost some amazing teachers at the end of the year last year.
With the Orchestra Director spot open, Mr. Ben Henson steps into the big role. John Norris has the story.
At Boone High School, there is always a warm welcome to new staff members every year as they start the next chapter of their lives. This year, to replace the recently retired Mr. Swenson, Mr. Henson will be teaching the Boone High Orchestra. Mr. Henson is looking forward to his new career here and meeting new students in his orchestra.
I grew up in southern Illinois, the way bottom part of Illinois, nowhere near Chicago. I went to college at Luther College in Decorah, Iowa. That's kind of how I was introduced to Iowa, so I spent my time at Luther College.
Orchestra students are also excited to see what this year holds with a new teacher.
I'm looking forward to the new song selections and the new point of view, like a closer one to us.
Just being here because we're used to Swenson, so him being here is going to help us improve in new ways that Swenson didn't catch.
Henson's passion has been music for most of his life. He has some big goals for his students in and out of orchestra this year.
I hope to get us performing at even a higher level than we were before, keep strengthening the program, really get our bases down so that we can achieve new heights.
This has been John Norris with Boone TV.
With another group in need of a leader, English and drama teacher Mrs. Cassie Albert is one of BHS's many new faces. Member Zach Jopar has the scoop.
Boone High School has gained an experienced and knowledgeable English teacher in Mrs. Cassie Albert.
My teaching career began in Sioux City, Iowa. I was actually Mr. Byam's speech teacher one of my first years teaching. And then I moved to Arizona and taught at Desert Vista High School in Tempe, and then moved over to Mesquite High School in Gilbert, where I was for the last 16 years.
Mrs. Albert hopes to bring her enthusiasm for English to her students this upcoming year.
Hopefully some enthusiasm for the subject of English. I know for a lot of people it's not their favorite subject, and it's something that I'm very passionate about, and hopefully I can create that with them and help them feel a desire to write and to read and to be more educated.
Senior Edward Kivlahan enjoys Mrs. Albert's class because he feels involved with her teaching style.
She's made it so that it feels very person to person. It feels very one-on-one, even though it's a big class, and it also feels like she's treating us as equals.
Mrs. Albert hopes not only to teach her students about books, but also lifelong lessons.
I think the main thing that's so important for all students is to realize that, sure, you may not need to read The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn or of Mice and Men to be a functioning member of society, but those things build, and there's so many illusions, and so if you just embrace what it is that we're teaching you, then you'll realize later on, hey, I learned about that, and I know what that means, instead of being in the dark.
From Boone TV, I'm Zach Shepard.
Thanks, Zach. The Toyota football team took on the Bondurant Farrar Blue Jays this past Friday for their first home game of the season.
Here is Justin Elsner with how they performed.
After a loss to the Crescent Panthers last week, the Boone Toyoters look to even up their season tonight. as they take on the Bonnarant for our Blue Jays at home. To start the game, both teams made great defensive stands, but midway through the first quarter, senior Tanner Schmeeke connected with junior wide receiver Mason Hulse over the middle for a Torador touchdown. Both teams displayed strong defense in the second quarter, with Boone holding the lead until Bondurant QB Drew Cossack bounced outside for the touchdown. Later in the second quarter, the Blue Jays found the end zone again as Cossack found Matthew Yeager for the long touchdown, taking the lead 21-14 at half. After halftime, Boone struck first with a long touchdown run by senior running back Eli Johnson. The rest of the quarter would be all defense from both teams, resulting in a 21-all score heading into the fourth. In the fourth quarter, the defense continued their second half dominance when Eli Johnson sacked and recovered the fumble in the end zone for a Torador touchdown. But on the ensuing drive, Bonnarant's Yeager found the end zone on a long run to tie the game up at 28-all. The Torador struck right back when Eli Johnson once again found pay dirt with an outside run, taking the lead to 35-28. Boone would make one last defensive stand and run out the clock to win the game, with a final score being 35-28. Boone's Eli Johnson totaled 4 touchdowns on the night. From Boone TV, I'm Justin Elsner.
With another big home opener for the Toradors, the volleyball team took on conference rivals Carroll last Tuesday. Jason Mooley has your recap on the match.
On Tuesday, September 6th, the Torador volleyball team hosted the Carroll Tigers for their first home game of the season. The first set started off in a back-and-forth battle, with the Toradors and Tigers trading point after point. The Toradors pulled away near the end of the highly contested set, ultimately winning with a score of 25-17, giving them a 1-0 lead in the best-of-5 series. Boone got off to a hot start in the second set by going on a 4-0 run that was eventually halted by a serving error. The Toradors carried their early momentum all throughout the second set and defeated the Tigers with ease by a score of 25-12. Heading into the third set, Boone had similar results in the beginning by rolling over the Tigers to an early 6-0 lead. The Toradors maintained their lead for the rest of the set, ending with a convincing victory of 25-16, completing the sweep on Carroll. Senior Grace Craftsman and junior Claire Sandvig were at the head of the offense, with both tying for a team high of 7 kills. On the defensive end, junior Lauren Calkins displayed stellar defense with a team high 10 digs. The Toradors traveled to Gilbert High School on Tuesday, September 13th, where they will take on Gilbert and Roland Story for their next triangular match. This has been Jason Mooley from Boone TV.
While out for the summer, some of us had a lot more homework than others.
During the break, 2 guys in a movie bought their tickets, grabbed their popcorn, and took to the theaters over and over again.
Here is 2 guys in a movie with the highlight films of the summer. What is up, BHS? I am back after an awesome summer. Your favorite reviewer is here as one guy in a movie returns for your viewing pleasure. I'm Tanner Frost, flying solo, and to kick off the fall season, I reviewed and picked my top 5 movies of the summer. Starting off the list at number 5 is Independence Day Resurgence. Harkening back to the original film may be a bit too much, this long overdue sequel focuses on the aliens' return to Earth who are seeking revenge. Though uninspired and cheesy, the film is fun and action-packed, landing it at the bottom of this list. Up next, another sequel to a long-running franchise is... Wait, who is that?
Oh my god, it's Jason Moy.
That's right, Boone. You saw/heard it here first. I'm Jason Mooley, making me guy number 2, returning us to the first 2 guys in a movie of the school year. My entrance only makes it fitting for the new Jason Bourne film, number 4 on our list. With the action and fight scene the franchise is heralded for, the new Jason Bourne film delivers in spades. With another solid entry in the franchise, it turned out to be one of the better movies of the summer.
Probably the most pleasant surprise of the summer, Nerve with Dave Franco and Emma Roberts was particularly solid. In a citywide game of Killer Truth or Dare, the flashy and dramatic Nerve found viewers sympathizing with protagonist V. After she's become entangled in the life or death situations, when paired up with Rebel Ian, the two must find a way out. In the runner-up spot comes The Nice Guys.
Funniest comedy of the summer. With Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe playing the titular nice guys as hired guns, the on-screen chemistry is magic. While on a case which proves more trouble than it's worth, the nice guys turn out to be a stellar flick.
And finally, splashing in at our #1 spot after a 13-year wait is Finding Dory.
With all the hype built around its release, Pixar did not disappoint. Set 1 year after the original Finding Nemo, the Dory-centric sequel features the same cast on an amnesiac adventure to find Dory's family with a mix of nostalgia, heartfulness, and comedy on top of an amazing animation. Finding Dory wins the coveted #1 movie of the summer.
And there it is. That is our top 5 films of the summer as Two Guys in a Movie returns for another anticipated year.
We look forward to delivering the what's what on this year's movies.
With that, see you next week and have a great day, BHS.
Thank you for watching our first weekly news show. Make sure to check back next week for all our latest stories and what's happening around Boone High.
In the meantime, make sure to follow us on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube, and like and share stories on Facebook. With that, stay safe,
stay cool,
and see you next week, BHS.